Hey there everybody, Popontop here. Welcome back to some more Skyrim Special Edition mods. In today's mod, we have racial body morphs, diverse body types by height and race and gender. So essentially here, when you make a character, they're actually different. They have different heights, they have different ways you can customize the body or whatever in terms of shape and size and so on and so forth. So I figured I'd show a good example, and this is by gender too, so we'll show all this off. Kind of, it's complicated. We're not going to go through maybe all of it, but we'll give you some cool examples of how this is working here. So we're a male orc. He's a big dude, right? So like he's at maximum weight. Actually, it wasn't even at max. That is maximum weight. He could be a bigger orc. Is a big, thick, chunky boy. Okay, but then you go to female. We'll just show off the differences immediately with that. It's gonna take a second to load in. And then you see it's vastly different. I mean, this is at minimum weight. Also the CBE body, so it's slightly different anyway because of that. But also just like the height is significantly different, right? If you just I'm shorter, there's like a limiter to that. So obviously your body types can change some stuff up here. But even a Nord, is shorter. You can just see in comparison, a Nord is slightly shorter, not a huge amount. And then the Nord's body type is also big. Nord can be a pretty big dude. I mean, he's big and burly anyway. Even if we put him at minimum weight, he's got thicker shoulders and stuff, right? He almost looks a little silly because it's his bicep and triceps get small, but his forearms kind of stay big. It's a tough thing to balance. But Nords are supposed to be bigger dudes, so you got a big old bulky fucking Nord, right? Or Khajiit, who is supposed to be small, right? The Khajiit, you can put the weight slider up. He's still not getting extremely jacked, right? He's not going to be the same level of size as an orc or a Nord or whatever, right? So an Imperial, same thing, right? You just can't be as jacked. He can get pretty jacked, not quite as big as the orc, and then so on and so forth. Pretty small too, all right? Especially if we compare this to elves, for example. So we got high elves here who are just tiny, right? You can't really make a big high elf regardless. And then obviously the differences between gender, but also that has to do with body type. So because I have the CVE body on, there's not too much you could see on the weight slider for this particular thing. But you can kind of see it. I mean, female is just generally more petite, but also depends on your body and stuff. Shorter as well, I believe. I mean, I don't know the exact lore on some of these things, right? So like a Breton female, right? Very small, petite. Male's got a little bit more pork to them. But Bretons are mages, right? They're not big physical people, so they don't get these big jacked bodies. I mean, that's at minimum weight, but still, even at maximum weight, he's still not... He's not... I mean, short, too. This guy is short. It's not a hugest difference in the world, right? Because just like human beings, we all kind of fall within a range, and this mod doesn't necessarily... it's kind of based on averages, right? So it's not all right, the average minimum height, the average maximum height, and then you just plug that in. Okay, this is the orc's the tallest, 6'2" or 6'3", whatever the heck it is, right? Breton's 5'8". It's still not it's a 5-inch difference, so it's only slightly shorter or slightly taller or whatever. Slightly bigger build, right? At maximum weight, differences in between, slightly different look at the minimum weight, so on and so forth. Argonians, this does apply to all race, besides mod races. Argonians here are extremely tall, but they're lean, right? You can't even maximum jack, they still ain't quite pushing it. And then if we put an Argonian here to female, hopefully we can see a difference where it's instantaneously shorter, and the weight does less, right? You definitely are petite. Even at minimum weight, you're definitely just skin and bones, right? That's just a tiny little female, right? And it kind of fits to realistic body types here. It's just a tiny customization mod to an extent. We'll show off Redguard here as well. So Redguard female, who's actually, decently muscular size, but a male is actually kind of big, can get quite jacked. Not as tall, though, as the Nords or the Orcs, right? So it's just a little bit of visual customization, essentially, but it gives you these characters that are more characters and stuff, these races that are actually races, right? Because all the races are different. A white person is on average less height than a black person, or whatever the deal is. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but the idea is that races are different, and this mod actually helps the races have distinct physical differences that make sense that they would exist that way, and differences between the genders and stuff too. Females in general are shorter than males, and they have less muscular body types, right? They're more petite in general. They have smaller bone frames and all that stuff. Except for in the hips, right? There's all these different factors and stuff here. But this mod kind of accommodates all that, and it gives you a greater sense of customization over your game. So if that seems like something you'd be interested in, make sure to check out the topic in the description. There'll be a link there to the Bethesda.net page so you can download this mod for yourselves. If you guys have enjoyed the video, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would like rating down below. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe so you can take more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, or whatever it may be, and I'll see you in the next episode.